All right, so as you can see, situation, given the following truss in the figure. So as you can see, this is our truss. Okay, so we are also given the cross-section for the main members. It's actually an angle bar with the given dimensions. Okay. P is 140 kilonewtons. The dimension S is 3 meters. And the dimension H is 4 meters. First question, determine the tensile stress in megapascal at member CG. So ito yung member CG natin. Okay? Now, I'm not sure if in the actual exam, minention yung mga cross bracings na to be cables, no? Pero it's I think based on the figure, it can be understood that these cross bracings are considered to be cables. Okay, so kung cable yan, therefore, ang pwede lang na i-carry na reaction yan would be tension. No? It would only be tension. So, ibig sabihin, no, kapag ka yan ay nakaranas ng compression, then its member force or yung force dun sa cable na yun will become zero. Alright? Now, to analyze that, as we can see naman in the figure, yung force P natin is nasa gitna, no? So, it will be simple to calculate the reaction here. So, this will be equal, no? So, 140 divided by 2, that's 70. Alright? Now, the reason why I calculated for the support reaction is because to calculate the force in member CG directly, we can just apply method of section. So, mag-method of section ako. So, I'll cut here and isolate left side na lang. Okay? So, pag ginawa natin yon, so this will be our section, no? Section AA. So, section AA, ganito. Okay? So, ito yung member GH. So, meron ditong force sa member GH. Assuming tension, no? Tapos dito, nandito yung cross bracings natin. Okay, so meron din ditong force or tension sa member CG. Tapos meron din ditong tension sa member BH. And then meron din ditong force sa member BC. Tapos nandito yung reaction natin na 7. Okay, and then the measurement of the distances here would be so this is 3 meters. And then this is 4 meters. Alright? So, ganyan, no? Now, to solve for the tension in CG, no? So, we will apply equilibrium equation. Pero bago yun, mapapansin kasi natin, no? To solve for CG or to solve for this directly, what we can do is we can apply summation of forces. Because yung available sa atin na load is just force acting along the y-axis. So, dito mapapansin kagad natin na pag nag-summation of forces vertical tayo, we can create an equation involving itong tension sa CG. Now, secondly, because itong CG tsaka BH ay para lang ay cables, no? So, ibig sabihin, hindi nila kayang mag-carry ng compression. So ngayon, mapapansin natin na kapag nag-summation of forces tayo, pag nag-summation of forces y is equal to 0 tayo, the reaction of TCG, yung vertical reaction ng TCG, should be downward. No? Tapos yung vertical reaction ni PBH should also be downward. So bakit kailangan downward? Kasi ang kukontrahin itong dalawang to ay ito, which is yung 79 is upward. So dahil meron ka external force na upward, so dapat yung kukontra sa kanya ay parehas downward. So ibig sabihin, ito, tama to. Okay? Kaya lang ito, mali. Kasi upward to eh. Eh di ba pag upward, no? So kapag upward yan, ibig sabihin yung direction niya is upward to the right. And kapag upward to the right or away from the member, etong tension na etong force na to will be considered tension. However, dahil kailangan maging downward siya, so ibig sabihin ang tamang direction niya is ganito, downward to the left. And alam naman natin na kapag yung force is towards the body or the object, then that will be considered as compression, no? So ibig sabihin dahil mali ang direction nito, dapat pala pag ganito siya, pag ganyan yung direction niya. So therefore, BH is compression. And because BH is compression, therefore we can conclude that the force in BH will be zero. Bakit naging zero? Kasi nga, ang kaya lang nadalhin nung cable ay tension. And kapag naging compressive yung nature nung force na kailangan niyang i-resist, therefore, hindi niya na kayang i-provide yun. So therefore, yung magiging force niya will be zero. So that's the idea. So ibig sabihin, ang matitira na lang natin dito na unknown is yung TCG. At saka itong dalawa. Pero para ma-avoid natin itong dalawa, we will apply summation of forces. No? Kasi wala naman silang Y, sorry. We will take summation of forces Y para wala naman silang, kasi itong dalawang to wala namang Y components eh. So may iwan lang sa equation natin ay ito. So therefore, taking summation of forces Y is equal to 0, we will have yung 70 na upward, assume natin upward positive. 70 na upward, tapos yung TCG downward. So TCG, tapos ang slope ni TCG, di ba ito yung TCG? So ang slope niya would be using the dimensions na lang, no? So this will be 3 horizontal, 4 vertical. So ibig sabihin 3, 4, 5 triangle lang ito. So ibig sabihin yung Y component niya ay 4/5 equals 0. So from there we will get the value of the tension in CG. And that is transpose 70, cross multiply 5 divided by 4, that would give us 87.5. Ayan. Okay? So that is the force in the tension, that is the tensile force in the cable CG. Pero ang tinatanong sa exam ay tensile stress, tapos binigyan tayo ng diameter. So dahil diameter yung binigay, ibig sabihin, itong cable na to would be circular in cross-section. So therefore, the stress, no? The stress in CG, so by the way, this is tension. Okay, would be equal to yung tension sa CG divided by yung area ng cable. And that is 87.5 dahil megapascal yung kailangan, gawin na natin tong Newton divided by area. So circular pi over 4 times 25 squared. And that would give us okay, so 178.25 megapascals. Okay, so that should be the answer. So 178.25 megapascal. However, according to some of my students who took the exam, wala daw sa choices itong 178.25. No, wala sa choices yan. So ang nasa choices lang itong 87.51. So kaya ang ginawa nung iba, ang sinagot na lang is itong 87.51. Although ang tinatanong talaga ay tensile stress. 'Di ba? So dapat i-divide mo pa ng area. So dapat ito yung sagot. Kaya lang wala nga yan sa choices. So anong gagawin mo? So syempre, ang papasok sa isip mo na gagawin is baka ang tinutukoy niya na stress is yung force lang. Kasi 'di ba merong ibang mga references sa mechanics na kung saan kapag analysis ng thrust, minsan ini-interchange yung term na force at saka stress, no? Dun sa thrust. Kaya baka ganun, no? Baka nakalimutan lang i-divide ng area kaya wala itong sa choices. Pero ito talaga dapat yung tamang sagot. Kaya yung iba, ang sinagot na lang is yung force. Ito na lang yung sinagot ng iba. Okay? But anyway, this is the correct answer. Okay? Next, determine the stress at double angle member HC. So ano daw yung stress dito sa HC? Pero take note, double angle yan ha. Okay? So para makuha mo yung stress sa HC, okay? So what you can do is you can analyze here sa H, sa joint H. So sa joint H, ito yung joint H, di ba? So merong force na naka-apply, okay? Tapos andito yung force sa member GH. Tapos meron din dito member HI. Tapos meron din dito member, ito yung member na hinahanap natin, HC. Okay, tapos dito naka-attach yung tension sa cable BH. Tapos dito rin naka-attach yung tension sa cable um, HD. Diba ito? But ito yun, no? So, ito yung BH, ito yung HD. Ito yung GH, ito yung HI, ito yung HC. So, HD. So, dahil cable yon, so we will be presuming na tension lang din yung kaya nun i-carry. So, dito, mapapansin natin, na-prove na natin kanina that this has a value of 0 kasi it is actually a compression do sa nature niya. Now, what about HD? So, actually guys, kapag ginawa naman natin yung method of section dito sa kabila, you will see that this is going to be exactly the same as section AA. No? So, pakita ko lang ha. So, ang section BB, ganito yung itsura. Okay? So, nandito yung force. May force dito, HI. May force din dito, CD. Tapos nandito yung tension sa CI. Ito yun. Tapos HD. Ayan. So, tapos nandito yung force. Yung reaction. So, once again, kapag nag-summation of forces Y tayo, okay? So yung tension sa CI ay dapat downward. Bakit? Kasi I mean yung Y component ng tension sa CI dapat downward kasi kailangan niya tong kontrahen. So tama ito. Okay? While yung tension naman sa HD dahil kailangan niya rin to kontrahen is dapat downward. So ibig sabihin mali ito. Okay? And that proves once again, no, that tension THD, therefore THD kasi yung Y component niya dapat downward din. So therefore THD should be compression. So therefore wala na to. So magiging value niyan ay 0. So therefore ito ay 0 din. And because 0 yan parehas, dito it's easy to see that kapag nag-summation of forces Y ka, Okay? So, makikita kagad natin na 140 downward minus yung PHC is equal to 0. So, bali yung PHC will just be 140 kilonewtons, pero compression. Okay? Kasi magne-negative yan eh. Di ba? Alright? So, yan na ngayon yung force sa HC. So, ngayon, ang kailangan naman natin ay stress. So, dito mapapansin nyo, wala na diyang 140, di ba? So, talagang stress na hinahanap dito. So, kunin mo natin yung area nito. So, yung area nito nga pala, can be calculated by doing this. So, pwede mo itong hatiin, di ba? Ito, this is 100 by 25. Tapos ito, 75 na lang, di ba? Kasi 100 to, plus 25 to. So, 75 na lang yan. So, therefore, this part right here will be 75 by 25. So, yun yung area niya. So, yung area niya would be, sa calculator lang gawin ha, 75 by 25 plus 100 by 25. I'm not sure kung given yung area nito, pero kung hindi, makakompute naman. So, 4375. Ayan. Isang angle lang yan, ha? Take note, single angle lang to. Okay? Ang sinabi sa atin, yung member HC daw ay double angle. So, therefore, yung stress ng HC ay 140, gawin nating Newton, divided by dalawang 4375. Okay? And that is equal to, okay, 16. It should be 16 megapascals. Okay? Now, another way of solving the force in HC is pwede na dito ka sa joint C mag-analyze. So, kung nila sa joint C ka naman mag-analyze, na alternatively at joint C, so ito yung joint C. Okay, ito yung force sa member HC. Okay, tapos may force dito. Hindi ko na lang papangalanan na yung sa baba. Tapos, andito yung tension sa, bali ito, GC. Di ba? Nandiyan yung tension sa GC. Na alam natin yung value. Ang value nun ay 87.5, di ba? Yan, no? 87.5. At saka tension siya. Tapos don't forget, meron din ditong tension na isa pa. Yung tension sa CI. Ito. Na-prove natin kanina na yung tension sa CI ay may value. Okay? Now guys, due to symmetry, kung uulitin natin dito sa section BB yung ginawa natin sa section AA, guys, ang lalabas dyan na tension sa CI ay equal lang sa tension sa CG. Kaya 87.5 din yan. Okay? And then ang slope nito, parehas ay ano yung S natin? 3, no? So 3, 4, 5. And 3, 4, 5. Okay, so therefore, kapag nag-summation of forces Y ka dito to solve for PHC, so PHC plus yung tension sa CG times Y component 4/5 plus yung tension sa CI 87.5 times 4/5 equal to 0. So lalabas siya negative ulit kaya naka-compression ulit yan. At ang value na lalabas ay dapat same lang. 87.5 times 4/5 times 2 na lang natin. So 140. 140 kilonewton under compression. And therefore, same lang siya ng magiging sagot dito. Kasi 140 rin yung value niya. Okay? So, kung gusto mo lang, nasa joint C mag-analyze, pwede naman. Alright? So, the correct answer here is letter B, 16 megapascals. Lastly, if the allowable capacity of member CG is 150 megapascals and the diameter is 25 mm, determine the maximum value of T. So, ngayon parang baliktad lang yung tanong sa 3 compared sa 1. Ngayon, binigyan na tayo ng allowable stress. Tapos pinapa-recompute yung P. Okay, so anong gagawin? So actually, ang magiging analysis natin ay parehas lang dito. Ito lang mismo. Bali ko, kopyahin ko lang to. Yan, kopyahin ko lang yan. For number 3, yan. So pinagkaiba lang dito ngayon, guys. So pinagkaiba lang dito ngayon, instead na ito ay 70, hindi yan na yan 70. It's actually P over 2. Di ba? Kasi paano ba natin nakuha yung 70? Di ba? That's P divided by 2 kasi dahil sa symmetry ng structure. Okay? So P over 2 na yan. Tapos, ang gagawin lang natin, yung stress sa CG is ililimit natin sa 150 megapascal. So ano ba yung stress? Paano ba nakakompute yung actual stress? So syempre, yung tension sa CG divided by yung area ng cable. So which is pi over 4 times 25 squared. That should not exceed 150. So therefore, yung tension sa CG should not exceed 150 times pi over 4 times 25 squared. So we have this in Newton. Divide lang natin na 1,000 para maging kilo. So 73.7631 kilonewton. So dapat yung tension sa CG hindi lalagpas sa 73.63. So ngayon, para makuha naman natin in terms of P, we will just repeat this process. Ito. Summation lang tayo ng forces sa Y. Tapos marirelate natin ngayon itong force na to sa force na to. So we have summation of forces Y equal to 0. We have upward, assuming upward positive. So we have P over 2. Tapos minus yung TCG. Set na natin sa 73.631. And then don't forget, i-component natin siya. So ang Y component niya ay 4 over 5. And that should be equal to 0. And from here, we should be able to calculate the value of. So this value times 4 over 5, tapos transpose, magiging positive, tapos times 2. Itong times 2 na to. Okay, and that gives us a value of 117.81 kilonewton. So dapat yung P natin hindi mag-exceed sa 117.81 para masigurado na yung stress sa CG ay hindi lalagpas ng 150 megapascal. So our answer here is, ano bang value nun? 117.81. So approximately, that's letter A, 117.76. And that's how we solve this problem.